One of the most important aspects of a stealth game's design is how enemies react to your presence. In most stealth games, all enemies react the same way. They attack you and alert all nearby enemies to your presence. When designing Yandere Simulator, I asked people to describe how a student should react to witnessing a murder in a high school. Every person I spoke to had a different answer. Fleeing school, calling police, telling teachers, attempting to restrain the murderer, or even just begging for mercy. I heard tons of different suggestions. An armed guard with military training knows how to respond to an enemy combatant, but you can't predict how a high school student will react to murder. Their reaction would depend on their personality, which is why I've decided that NPCs in Yandere Simulator should have a variety of different personalities and a variety of reactions to murder. A loner will react to murder by fleeing the school and calling the police. A teacher's pet will react to murder by running to their favorite teacher and reporting what they've seen, causing the teacher to run to the victim's corpse and stand guard over it. A hero will react to murder by attempting to restrain Yandere-chan. This is not an instant game over. It's possible to overpower a hero and kill them. The strict personality type is reserved for teachers. These characters will react to murder by restraining the player. It will not be possible to overpower a teacher unless you have invested enough points in the physical education skill. In the future, once I have the appropriate animations, I will make it possible to fight back against teachers. Up until now, these were the only personality types in the game. As of today, 3 new ones have been added. A coward will react to murder by begging Yandere-chan for mercy. If you spare them, they will flee the school in fear, but they will not inform the police of what they've seen, because they are afraid of what you'll do to them if you aren't arrested. An evil student wishes to witness violence and will react to murder by complimenting Yandere-chan for her skillful execution. They will flee the school in order to avoid becoming your accomplice, but they will not inform the police of what they've seen, because they hope to witness Yandere-chan commit murder again in the future. A social butterfly will react to murder by running to a heavily populated area where they think they will be safe, and then calling the police. If a social butterfly sees you approaching while they are attempting to hide from you, they will scream at you, causing all nearby students to look in your direction. If you start killing students at this point, the social butterfly will realize that they are not safe even while surrounded by a crowd of people, and they will collapse in terror. Loners, teachers' pets, heroes, and social butterflies will refuse to interact with the player after witnessing murder. They will spread rumors about your true nature, damaging your reputation on each subsequent day, until they are killed. Cowardly students and evil students do not want to incur your wrath, so they will not damage your reputation on subsequent days, but they will refuse to talk to you after seeing you kill someone. Cowardly students will refuse to talk with you because they are too afraid of you, and evil students will refuse to talk with you because they don't want to risk becoming an accomplice to your crimes. Because cowardly students and evil students are functionally identical, I may change the way that cowards operate in the future. Cowards might run into an empty room, lock themselves inside, and then call the police. The only way to eliminate the coward would be to break open the door or break the door's lock beforehand. In a stealth game, the objective is to avoid being spotted by enemies, but the player still needs to know how to react if they do get caught. If the player has no idea how an NPC will react to murder, then the player will get frustrated. That's why I decided to implement a mechanic that will allow the player to learn information about an NPC, such as how they will react to witnessing murder. This mechanic comes in the form of a character named InfoChan. Infochan's backstory is long and complex, but all you need to know is that if you snap a picture of a student's face and then send that to Infochan, she will tell you lots of information about that student, including their personality type. With this information, you can predict how a student will react to murder and plan your actions accordingly. However, it's weird to just walk up to someone and shove a camera in their face. As of today, students will now react to Yandere-chan aiming a camera at them. Loners and cowards are shy, so they will cover their face if you aim a camera at them. Heroes and teachers have nothing to hide, so they will not cover their faces if you aim a camera at them. However, they will give you a funny look because you're acting suspicious. Evil students prefer to be left alone, so they will become annoyed with you if you aim a camera at them. Social butterflies love posing for pictures, so they will strike a cute pose if you aim a camera at them. If the player joins the photography club, she can claim that she is taking pictures for the school's yearbook, which will allow the player to photograph any student without objections. To join a club, you must speak to the club leader. However, most of the club leaders are not implemented yet, and adding new students to the game is very time-consuming. So, for now, I have implemented a set of fake students to serve as placeholder club leaders. These empty, hollow, vacant husks will allow you to join clubs and test out their abilities before the true club leaders are present. These nameless, faceless, soulless beings will not react to murder or show any signs of emotion. They exist purely so that you can test a gameplay feature. There is no more meaning to their existence. Oh, by the way, there may be more than 7 personality types in the final game. Juvenile delinquents will behave differently than other students, and rivals might respond to murder by running directly to Senpai and telling him all about you. There's also another personality type that I've been thinking about. I think that the photography club should be populated by some playful and energetic students who joined the club basically just to goof around and tell jokes. However, as dead bodies, bloodstains, and disembodied limbs start to show up around school, the school's atmosphere will become very somber, and the photography club will not be in the mood for joking around. Instead, they will begin to discuss the eerie things that have been happening around their school, and will keep an eye out for the perpetrator. When the school's atmosphere reaches its lowest point, the photography club will become dead serious, and will actively patrol the school in search of any evidence that you may have left behind. If they catch you in the middle of a crime, they will snap a photograph of you and immediately send it to the police, resulting in an instant game over. In other words, the photography club is absolutely harmless unless your actions are lowering the school's atmosphere. If you lower the school's atmosphere far enough, the photography club will become the most dangerous threat in the school. I call this personality type the Sleuth. Yandere Simulator is still far from complete. There's a lot more work to be done before my vision for the game becomes real. Thank you for following the development of Yandere Simulator.